Well, what's up, everybody? It's Tuesday Talk with Tiff time. Tuesday Talk with Tiff time. My favorite day of the week, y'all favorite day of the week, because it's a new one. It's a new Tuesday Talk with Tiff. Y'all know this my favorite day. It's y'all's too. Stop playing with me. So anyway, let's get into this. I can't wait. You ready? I'm ready. Let's go. So I've been seeing this subject going around social media for at least the last few weeks, and it's been literally in my algorithm a hot subject. So, of course, I want to give my opinion. Had to check comments, had to look at a few, videos and different things just to get a different perspective of what I had. And now I want to give it to y'all. So, here we go. I am coming from this hot button topic talking about singleness and falling in love. So basically, the question that is going around is, if you're single for a long time, is it harder for you to fall in love, find love, etc.? Who I had to think back. I had to like go back in my archives, okay? And I went back maybe like 15 years or whatever, and definitely have an opinion on this. So there's been times in my life that I've been single, maybe 2, 3+ years. And then, of course, love found me again. I opened up my heart to love. Love found me again. And even though, those relationships did not work out, I was able to open that part of me up to find it. But it was hard. It was hard. And I'm going to tell you why it was hard after I kind of give you just the beginning part. So for me, I didn't want to start over again. You know how like you got to go through all of that again. You got to meet somebody again. You got to, you know what I'm saying, give them, you know what I'm saying, not your life story because it depends on what you want to reveal to people, but you just got to, give all that same conversation and talk and yes, this is me and this is my zodiac and this is my look. I just was like I'm done with it. I don't want to. Lord, let this man come in and know who I am already, okay? But I didn't want to start over again. Also, too, maybe a little bit of hurt and different things, but I just didn't want to start all the way over from scratch. And it gets exhausting after a while. So for me, I hardened my heart a little bit. I was just like, you know what? I'm not even about to do this. Let me just stay single. But in that singleness, I learned some things about myself. And the one area that I learned to the reason and why I didn't want to keep starting over was because of the simple fact I didn't know what I wanted. I did not know what I wanted. I did not know what I wanted because I didn't know who I was at that time. Life changes for a lot of people at different stages of their lives. You go in being a parent or you go in being, what I'm saying, maybe a student or doing some type of job and things can change. Life changes, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know who I was at that time. Once I finally took a step and said, I'm going to stay single and I'm going to just kind of get to know me, fall in love with me, understand what's important to me, then it started to become easy. I was able to open back up and choose to love again. But it's not easy for everybody. I'm going to tell y'all some comments that I saw, but the biggest thing that resonated with me the most that I saw from men and women were comfortability in being single. Like, I ain't got to answer to nobody. I don't have to make anybody a priority. I'm my own priority. Maybe your children are your priority or your family or your job or etc. I don't have to answer to anybody. So within that, I get comfortable being in my skin. I get comfortable going out to eat on my own. I don't have to check to see does somebody else need that. Yeah, I might date here and there. I might go on a date with this one person or go on a date with that other person. But that's all I got to do. I might have a little friend on the side or whatever, but I don't have to be checked for anybody. When I go to bed, my other side of my bed is for my remotes and stuff. These are comments that I saw. And people were happy and joyful in this. I get to come home and be to myself. I ain't got to be lied to. I ain't got to be played with. I don't have to be any of that. I don't have to try to make somebody try to love me when they know that they're not ready. So I get to run this the way that I want to. I didn't think about it from that perspective, even though there is a lot of truth in it. But I didn't think about it from that perspective. But I feel like that works for certain people. But when you're a person who, you have lover girls or lover boys that are out here that truly want love, that truly want to be in relationships, truly want to be married, that may not be the same perspective, but there is truth in no matter what your perspective is. It is harder the longer you are single to find love simply for two reasons: comfortability and the fear of starting over. So, what do you do? What do you do? My main area, which is something that I did that I just told y'all about, was learn how to fall in love with yourself. When I tell you it works, because at the end of the day, when you fall in love with yourself and you learn what it is that you want, what you don't want, what you will deal with, what you won't deal with, let me tell you something, my good sisters and brothers. Life will become so much easier in those areas because you're going to stand 10 toes down. Also, age. The older you get, the more you don't want to play around with people, the more you don't want to do this. When you learn that you get to deal with what you want to deal with, you make yourself a priority and you do all of the things that you want to do. Why do we have to wait? I used to say to myself all the time, I'm going to wait to go on a date to go there. I'm going to wait to do this with my man and go there. Why am I going to wait? What if that never happens? What if it does happen and I never go with that person? Like, what do I need to wait on? Why don't I love on me and do the things that I want to do? Maybe I might attract that thing. But the thing about it is learning to love yourself. And I know that sounds so cliche, but I'm being very serious. There's a difference between loving yourself and falling in love with yourself, mind, body, and soul, because then you can sit with yourself and understand. But the longer that you pursue that thing and you want that thing, singleness becomes easy. Falling in love becomes difficult. They can both work depending on what you want. But if you truly, truly want love out there, fall in love with you first and watch how things change. That is my opinion on this hot button topic. Y'all let me know what y'all is. Put it in the comments, DM me, let me know. Let me know. Y'all just be liking stuff. I need y'all to talk to me back. Do I gotta go live? I think that's what's next. I'm gonna end up going live so y'all can truly talk to me. But let me know what y'all think. And for all the ones that are out there that are with somebody in love, married, and all of the things that a lot of us women and men out here definitely do want, keep it going. Show us what it looks like. Show us the love, because it's going to happen for the ones that really truly want it. But make sure you fall in love with yourself. Until next Tuesday, y'all, for our next Tuesday Talk with Tiff, y'all have a good week and be uniquely you. Bye, y'all.